Mm. Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 7/18/8. You already know we in the month of 7. This is the month of balance. Having balance on your facets of self and making sure the facet that you have inward is reflecting on the outward self and not the other way around. We are talking about the Libra scales here. This is balance in supreme mathematics. This is the number of God, really going inward and being comfortable with being in a space of solitude and isolation to get those facets in order. Ashe, ashe. So we in a day of 1/8. This is knowledge on your solar plexus chakra. In this moment, space and time, you might really be wanting to pay attention to your eights, to your enforcement, the things you want to enforce in your space. For my spellcasters, there's a lot of manifestation and things happening here. As far as like what you want to see in your space, excuse me, let me get out of these trees because these mosquitoes is like, bitch, it's breakfast time. But yeah, really like seeing what you want in your space and really going for it and enforcing it. Like, y'all not taking no shit less than what you asking for. Can't nobody play about you, can't nobody play in your space, and we just having all the intellect. 1 and 8 is also the internal and external side of the solar plexus chakra. So 1 being that Aries Ogun energy, which is the initial cardinal energy, that is the wands. We're thinking that initiative, action, and 8 being that transformation, 8 being that born and destroy energy, the manipulation that comes after Aries does its thing. So Aries is the gut that controls the mind. Everything starts with the thought. So that's the new beginning. And then Scorpius energy creates the transformations that new beginnings desires, and we move in gratitude in between time. So one and 8 come together, of course it makes 9. Something is always going to be born out of that 1 and 8 coming together, right? Because when I'm hungry and my gut tells my mind I'm hungry, and then my Scorpius energy starts manipulating things, whether I'm going to the store to purchase something or I'm going to the stove to fix something is going to be born. Some type of meal is going to be born. When I'm angry and my gut tells my mind that I'm angry, that Scorpius energy is going to react how it's going to react, and I'm going to create something's going to be born out of that, and I'm going to respond accordingly, and it's going to affect some people, places, things, situations, and ideas, how it's going to be. And so that's what the 1 and 8 come together to make the 9. There's no number higher than 9. 9 also moves into the realms of humanitarian pursuits and a utopia. In order to be a humanitarian, you have to be amongst the humans. You have to know what the humans want and what they desire and what they need and what's going to bring them. You can't just be out here, enforcing the things that you want in your reality and saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be a leader of this. If that's not what the people want, then that's not what they want. I mean, you can always find your tribe and align. That's the beauty of being in the virtual reality. You put your vibrations out there, and it's easier to be in multiple places at once while you're still in your comfort zone. So you can do that, but just be mindful that's what you're doing. It's not you going out and touching people who don't want what you're asking for. So when you find yourself in spaces of debate and things, just know you have that overactive solar plexus chakra, and you need to come back to the 1 and 8. All right, we're not here to debate, we're not here to control, we're not here to judge anybody, tell anybody they're stupid or dumb or this or that because they're not doing what you're doing. That's an overactive solar plexus chakra, and we want to heal that on all facets. Ashe? So you're going to take that 9 and you're going to put it into the month of 7, because now we have what we want to be born. We done balanced the solar plexus chakra. It's coming to our 9. That Sagittarius energy, the oracle and the wisdom is blessing it. We're getting the optimism and all that. The sensual self is pleased. We're feeling the joys, doing all the things. We got it, right? So we're going to put that into our 7, our justice scales, right? Because now we got this thing here, and it's, we want it. So when we put it into the 7, that brings us to 1 and 6. That's knowledge and equality. That's, being motivated to do things. And now we're applicating it to our daily routine, our health, our wellness, our moral integral code. Being of service to others, being of service to yourself is a big thing here, because that 7 calls for balance. We want balance there on the facets. So yeah, so 9 and 7 come together, makes 1 and 6. Then we come back into the 7. So we got the double 7s today. We got the double Libra scales, the double scales of justice. It's a great time. And then we take that 7 and we put it into the year of 8. This is the year of transformation, death, and rebirth. This is the year of the dragon. This is the year of the solar plexus chakra, again, of enforcement. This is the 5th sphere in the Sephiroth, a Hera Kuhuti energy. Enforcement of your internal Mayat, wherever you want that to be. Ashe. So when we take that 7 and we put it into that year of 8, it brings us to 1 and 5, right? right? So 1 and 5, this is knowledge and the power of your truth. You know what I'm saying? Which happens. Like, you did all of this work to balance your scales and all these things, and then you want to enforce it. Of course, you need power in your truth. A lot of you guys need confidence to walk in the power of your truth. We have a lot of knowledge. We're hoarding the knowledge, but we're not executing the knowledge. We're not walking in the power of our knowledge. We just holding it to complain about it when it's convenient, post about it when it's convenient, like a post, share a post, or whatever. But how is that really walking in the power of your truth, right? Walking is action. Walking is doing something. Walking is the physical. It's easy to do shit on the virtual, but what are you doing in the physical as far as walking in the power of your truth? Because, you know, the virtual is like another reality that's been created to create another facade for us to feel like we have empowerment. The same way, you know, the different kind of trusts were created and different levels of laws were created, and every time we conquer one, there's another layer being put on top to you know, to overcome or to feel like you have empowerment. It's like a little carrot on the stick, you know what I'm saying? So don't get twisted on this virtual reality. It's dope. It's dope you guys are walking in the power of y'all truth here, but can y'all turn the screens off and walk in the power of the truth in our reality, where that's where we really need to, you know, tap in? Because when we come in the physical with it, it's also going to assist us in our mindset and in our spiritual experience, right? Because our spiritual experience, yeah, it's in the virtual, but it's definitely in the physical as well. And that's why a lot of people escape to the virtual, because it's easier to deal with. All right, so I want y'all to walk in the power of y'all truth today. I want y'all to work on that. You know what I'm saying? So we got that knowledge of walking in the power of truth and what we need to do, what needs to be done, how to act on things. And then overall, that brings us to a day of 6. Today's a day of equality. Today is a day of being of service to yourself and being of service to others. It's a Mercurian day. You know, 6 is associated with Virgo energy, health, wealth, daily routine, your habits, your moral and integral code, and where you at with it, and all of that matters. So happy day of 6 to y'all. Happy Virgo Mercurian energy to y'all. May y'all find equality in all the facets that you experience. And so let's get to the astrological report. We start the day off with an 89% waxing gibbous moon rising at 6:33 p.m. and setting at 2:26 a.m. We are in Sagittarius with our thought process, so that's the 9 energy I was telling y'all about. That is the sacral chakra. That's joy, that's optimism, that's expansion, right? Expanding ourselves in our intuitive space. We are in Scorpius. Transformations have to occur. You have to be empowered for those expansions to happen, and we give grace and we give thanks. Ophiuchus constellation, which is the healer of healers, so check out the healers out there. And this is all happening in the 8th house of our empowerment, occultism, for all my spellcasters and my ritualistic people out there. It's a good ritual time. Sunrise at 5:46 a.m. and setting at 8:25 p.m. The AM visibility of the moon begins, so we start to get that intuitive energy in the daytime, especially now that the sun has entered Cancer on the tropical, Vedic, and draconic chart, which we'll be experiencing up until I believe the 22nd, 23rd, when the sun finally moves into Leo zodiac energy. So, you know, happy homecoming to my Vedic Cancerians. Pallas is stationary today at 3:51 a.m. That started, and it began prograde motion. So Pallas is now going forward in our Scorpius energy. So now those genius-like qualities that you guys have been overlooking in your 5th sphere, in your Hera Kahudi, you know, now is moving at a regular speed for y'all. So y'all should find yourselves being able to catch up with that energy, being more in tune with your enforcement, being more in tune with how you stand on business, stand 10 toes down and enforce the shit that you want in your space. You're enforcing your Maya in that realm. And now you know the genius like qualities that you have, you know, to do that, right? Mercury is at dichotomy, which is half phase today, so we're gonna see half of Mercury today, which is cool. And that's happening in the Leo. Was it Mercury is in Leo, right? It's in Leo somewhere. I think it's in Leo in the zodiac energy. But between Leo and Cancer, that's where Mercury is at. A little bit of Gemini if you're in the draconic space. But that's what I have for you guys today, my cosmic nobodies. You know, speaking with confidence and courageousness with Mercury being at dichotomy. Mercury being at half phase means that it's time to look back. Because I believe Mercury is currently at the waxing phase, so it's building. So we were building on intangible things that we wanted, speaking on those things in our throat chakra. So now that we're sitting in dichotomy, we're going to move forward with building on tangible things, invoking physical things in our space. So this is an awesome day for my spellcasters and my ritualistic people, especially under this Capricorn moon, while the sun is in Cancer on all 3 spots and us being in the middle of it all. It's a great time for manifestation and materialization, pre-gaming for the harvest season. and then be gracious and patient as you know the universe does what it's supposed to do. And because you know physical moves the slowest out of the mind and the soul and the body, the physical is the slowest. So you know, be patient, be present. The expanded abundance is coming. If you want a personal reading, reach out to a goddess. I love you guys so much. Peace, y'all.